Where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. God has hidden unlimited treasures in His Word. Every time we open it, we can discover a new treasure, or admire an old one. What will we find today? Let's dig in. Here's Carla Early with Treasure Hunt in the Word.
Yesterday, we talked about God's tests through impossible situations. Today, we're going to talk about another type of test. In school, I always hated multiple choice tests, especially ones that would say, choose the best answer, implying that more than one could be right, but one was better than the others. I'd agonize over the answers. Was it A or was it C? I could talk myself into either one. But I loved essay questions. I could basically just organize the material in my head and start writing. I could tell what I knew, not what I didn't know. But on essay tests, I felt sorry for people who weren't good at writing or organizing information in their head. They do better on multiple choice. Fortunately for us, we don't have to worry about multiple choice or essay tests with God. His type of tests are completely different. And usually they're different for each person. They're tailor-made. God knows our weaknesses and our strengths. He always is working on us, teaching us something. Then often, out of the blue, a pop quiz. How will we apply what He's been teaching us to the situation we're in? Or a complete test, something big. How will we react to a test of faith? Often, it's boiled down to one basic question. Do you love me more than you love this person or thing? Remember what Jesus said the first and greatest commandment was. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. Everything else in your life balances on that one love. If it starts to balance on something else, or even threatens to, you could be sure God will send a test, not necessarily for Him to know which one that you love more, but for you to know. Monday, we looked at a test from Genesis 22 of Abraham being tested by God to sacrifice his beloved son Isaac. Talk about an intensely personal test. Even though we know what will happen, as we read, we're almost holding our breath as Abraham ties Isaac up and lays him on the wood, then raises his knife. Yes, Abraham would have done it if the angel hadn't stopped him. In that moment, he knew he loved God more, even more than his beloved son. In Luke 14:26, Jesus tells the crowd, "If anyone comes after me and does not hate his father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, his own life also, he cannot be my disciple." He doesn't mean hate as in what we think of it, but the concept is, if all the people most precious to you were in a race for your time, love, and attention, they wouldn't just come in a close second to God in our life. They would be a mile behind. Abraham passed the test. He loved God more than his son, more than even the promises God had given to him. The rich young ruler, however, failed the test. God had been working in him. When we first see him, he's running and kneeling before Jesus, asking how he could have eternal life. But when Jesus tells him, "One thing you lack, sell what you have and give to the poor and follow me," he went away sad. Why? Because he'd made the decision that his possessions were more important to him than God. He'd failed the test. God's not going to tell you to go out and kill your son or give away all your stuff. Those were personalized tests for Abraham and the rich young ruler. Your test will look different. As our Father, He knows best how to test us. He knows our hearts. He knows what in our hearts threaten to take first place. Do you? That's partly what tests are for, so we will know and be able to guard against those things taking the throne. Then we can loosen our grip on them. What things or people in your life are a threat to God's place in your heart? What can you do to loosen your grip on them and focus on God?
You can contact us at treasurehuntintheword@gmail.com. Also, if you'd like to share a treasure God has given you by doing an episode, please contact us. You can listen to other episodes on our website, which you'll find in the description below. Thanks for listening, and remember, where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.